Alright, let's get growing. Day 2 of spring year 1 on ImPondsible farm. We did do 1 day of this yesterday, and so we're not starting entirely from scratch, but we are starting from the very beginning of the game here. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to take things very chill. We're going to grow with the flow, and we'll see where it takes us. We've got a lot of fishing to do, that's for sure. A lot of fishing to do, and we've got a lot of stone to farm. So we are going community center. We're going to grow a little bit of everything. That's definitely part of this. Good morning, Clint. I noticed you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of the ores you find, you'll need a furnace. So we did buy 1 ore from Clint, just to get this cutscene over with. Just so happens I had an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them. Well, thank you, Clint. Well, thank you, Clint. I'm glad to have that cutscene out of the way. Once we can get into the mines, we can craft a furnace immediately. We don't have to wait another day anymore. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades, and we're going to use all of that, of course. We're going to do all the things. When you've smelted a few copper bars, consider having me upgrade one of your tools. It can make your work a lot easier. Well, okay. He's headed home. Alright, let's water our little plot of parsnips here. This is going to be our daily task. Eventually we will have access to the farming area to the southwest on the farm here. Just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Yep, I'm on my way, Willie. I am on my way, and that is going to be our next few days. This first spring is going to be a lot of fishing. We're going to be trying to get that legend by the end of the season so that we can have a steady source of income from our first fish pond. But we're going to be doing a lot of little bit of this, little bit of that kind of stuff. Craft a furnace. To the beach. That is where we're headed. And we still need the wizard, and I think it was Sebastian and maybe Jazz. But I don't think we can meet the wizard until after, and Jazz. And of course Willie, who we are on our way to go see. I don't think we can meet the wizard until after we unlock the community center. I'm not certain about that. Let me have a sip of tea here while we walk down to the beach. Guess I should not have brought my watering can with me. I probably should have brought nothing with me so that I would have my entire small backpack for fish. But that's okay. That's okay. He's just smoking his pipe on the pier. Ahoy there, son. Ads? Whimsy. Did you see ads on the way in? Wait a second, do I have my thing set up wrong? No. Did you see pre-roll ads? Good morning, how's it growing? This is my first day after the affiliate thing happened, so I tried my best to get all the settings correct, and I went in there and it says right in the settings, pre-roll ads are disabled. It said it right there, pre-roll ads are disabled. So Twitch has absolutely lied to me. Oh boy, right for, you know what, it's a great time for it. So we'll just hit that stretch right now. Oh yes. Oh, we'll hit that stretch right first thing in the morning. Have a sip of tea here. How's it growing, everybody? How's it growing? Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Here we go. Thank you, Whimsical Whisker, for getting us started. What is that? What is that? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, what? I highly discourage you. I thoroughly discourage anyone from sending money to me at all. but it's very much appreciated. Thank you for that. This is my first day. I don't know how any of this works. So show me some grace and patience, and we'll get through it together. I swear I went through I spent all day in the Twitch settings yesterday. So much so that I had to take a walk in the woods and then download Palia to come play with Whimsy and Wolfie just to get my brain out of Twitch. And I swear, I even checked it this morning, and it told me that pre-roll ads were entirely disabled. And I even set up a little cool thing here, boop, so that when it tells me that the ads are coming, I can put this up on the screen to let you guys know. And apparently I've failed miserably at that, so we'll get through it. We'll get through it. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Thank you for the sub, of course. You have to realize I planned on gifting you a infinite sub as soon as I could get a hold of how to do that. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. So we're just going to be fishing today. These next few days of Stardew is just fishing, fishing, fishing. Right at the first start. We're going to want to get that legend. Yep, you did. You bought one. I don't know why you did that. I highly discourage anyone from spending money on me. But of course it's appreciated. Much love. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive, and hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. I probably will. Willie and I are going to be pretty close for this run. Oh, Whimsy, you are also my favorite. I really enjoyed playing Paleo with you last night. That was fantastic. That really made my night. And Wolfie setting off the fireworks was really cool. I did get to see some of them. If I was staring directly at where they were going to explode, my computer would indeed render the explosion. I just needed to know where to look. So this run is going to be a lot less hardcore than the last one. This run is going to be a lot more relaxed. It's probably going to take some more time. We're going to do the community center. We're going to be kind to the villagers. I am leaning towards a bachelor run, though. There's good water here in the valley, all kinds of fish. I'm leaning towards a bachelor run where we don't marry anyone. The life of a fisherman is a bachelor's life, I think. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch, and we will be taking advantage of that. Because we're going to need to go up to Pierre's and buy some seeds. We are no longer mortal enemies with Pierre. It's a new run, it's a new day. Exactly, yep. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say. Alright, let's do some fishing. I really did, though. I went through those settings with a fine-tooth comb, and I thought I fully understood them. And it even said, in very plain words, pre-roll ads are disabled. So I don't know what's going on there. Ahoy there, it's nice to see young folk moving into the valley. It's not very common these days. Alright, let's catch ourselves a fish, and we'll do a little bit of fishing until he opens his shop to get a little more money. And wow, this one's actually pretty hard for the introductory fish. We need to get some more seeds from Pierre. I don't really want to do a ton of watering, but we do want some potatoes, and I'll be saving all the sardines. We're going to need to make some dish o' the sea as quickly as possible, as soon as we can. And that requires a cookout kit, which I believe is farming. It could be foraging, though. This run is going to be very wiki-centric. We're going to be on the wiki all day, every day here, trying to find out which fish gets caught where, in what weather, on what day, in what season. So we're going to be on the wiki a lot. Oh, there's bubbles over there. I'm definitely going to go get those bubbles. So we're going to be on the wiki a lot. From some initial research, it does seem that there are 83 fish and 11 crab pot fish. So that's going to be 94 fish ponds. And I think that does not include the extended family fish. So that would bring it up to 99, I think. So we're just going to plan on 100 as the number that we're planning for. 100 fish ponds. But that should technically leave room so that we can have a barn and a coop and a couple sheds. We're going to need the sheds. We're going to need one shed for kegs to handle our greenhouse produce, and we're going to need one shed, at least one shed, for preserve jars to handle all of the fish eggs that we're going to be getting. That's going to be our main daily income, is going to be the aged roe. So the end of the challenge will be that I'm confident that there is one fish pond for every single fish in the game, and that each of those fish ponds is at maximum capacity, that their populations have hit their max. So I expect that to take a good while. All the different types of fish are going to be asking me for all kinds of interesting things, and we're going to have to go on a lot of little side quests to satisfy the fishies' requirements. Okay, also today, because of the affiliate thing, I tried to activate the alerts for myself so that I'll have a warning before the ads come on. I will try my best to make sure we all know when there's about to be some ads. I really do. This is my first day. I apologize if I miss it. It's bound to happen. It's a very chill thing to do. I truly apologize if I miss the alert and you get ads without a warning. Alright, we got really lucky with these bubbles. They're still here. So, day 2, we first got our fishing rod, and we already have leveled up. And these bubbles just keep on coming. Good morning, Wolfie. Yeah. Good morning, Wolfie. How's it growing? I was just explaining that was even why I was in Palea with you guys last night at all, because I spent all day yesterday trying to figure out all the Twitch settings. And then this morning, everybody's telling me they've got the pre-roll ads, so I honestly don't even know what's going on. Twitch has lied to me. Oh, thank you for the sub, Wolfie. I do appreciate that. I highly encourage, I discourage anyone from sending money. I highly encourage you to keep your money for yourself. I'm just an old grump. You guys are going to need it. But of course, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We're going to throw out some trash for right now. But the trash is going to be an important part of this run. Because of how much trash we're going to be getting, we're going to need a very large bank of recycling machines. So the trash is actually going to be a valuable resource for us. But for now, I'm just going to be throwing them out for a bit. I am absolutely an old grump, and you're not going to convince me otherwise. I long ago hit the get off my lawn phase of my life. Okay, the bubbles are gone. The bubbles are gone. So we're going to go ahead and sell what we've got to Willie. I really do wish Willie was a marriageable candidate. That would be ideal for a fishing run. Yeah, I realize you're fine. You hit affiliate, so you always will have ads. I realize I always will have ads. But Twitch promised me, in no uncertain terms, that pre-roll ads were disabled. So I'm a little upset. The terminology was not ambiguous. There was a sentence that says, pre-roll ads are disabled for your channel. So I am definitely upset about that. I'll have to figure out why. I don't know. I did I set it to 3 minutes per hour so that I wouldn't need the pre-roll ads. What's that? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, thank you, Wolfie. Thank you for that. I am going to be Jennifer Lawrence in that GIF every time that happens. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. That's good fun. All right. I really do want this sardine. But I'm not really... I guess I'm throwing away the seaweed. I hate throwing away anything edible on the first day. Listen, Whimsy's broke. Okay, I did what I can. And that's why I say just keep your money. Just keep your money. Don't send it to me. I should not have brought my watering can. That's my mistake here. I accidentally brought my watering can with me, and now I'm hurting for space. Okay, so the interesting thing here is I do want to keep one of everything. But for now, I think we can come back, and we live on the beach, so we can fish this stuff up at home, right? You've got fish at home. No. I highly discourage you. Do not send me money. Of course I appreciate it. Of course I do, but you guys need that more than I do, I'm sure. I'm just an old grump. Alright, so we're definitely selling... I think I'd like to keep the halibut. I don't know. I think we'll just sell everything right now. I'll keep these couple sardines. We'll just sell everything else. You aren't a grump. Whack, whack, whack. That's just like your opinion, man. So we've got 1,000 gold. There's nothing that we want to buy from him with that 1,000 gold. Trout soup is fantastic, but we have our sea jelly here, which is just such a huge boon to get on the first day. I did try, I looked into the emotes thing. I think I'm going to be able to do it. I think I'm going to be able to figure out the emotes. Definitely not to the level that you have, Whimsy, but somewhat. Somewhat. I'll try to make a Fred and a Ginger emote. So we'll have some gardening and some birds. Stop, you bought yours. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about that. Still, I really do like them, but I'm going to try and make some birds and some gardening type stuff. Okay. All right, so let's go. We'll buy a few. Can't wait to see them. Yeah, I mean, they'll be pretty modest. You know, they'll be pretty modest. Ooh, we do have forage items here. What I should have done is I should have brought my hoe. A great idea can pass through your head when you least expect it, but if your mind is too busy, you might miss it. Yes, he's always very philosophical. I'm not sure I can take that in my house, to be honest. He's nice. He's a nice guy. He's not mean or anything. But I don't know if I can handle all that philosophy every day. Whoop, we have a quest. Buying 1 seaweed. Hey, we just threw away seaweed at 3 times the market value. Please deliver. Absolutely, I would love to do that. Okay, and I don't think... What was it? It was Sebastian, the Wizard, and Jazz. So no one in this building. No one in this building. So let's get just a couple of each, right? Get 2 of those, 2 of those. We want more potatoes. Oh, now I have to start trying to remember what's in the community center that I need from spring. I don't think I need tulips or jazz or even kale, but I'll grab 2 of those as well. And then we'll do like 10 potatoes. Okay, so we'll stop back in at the house and empty our inventory, and then we will go pass out at the mountain lake fishing. Hey Shy, good morning. How's it growing? How's it growing? I'm going to apologize immediately for the ads. Everyone has been telling me that they've been getting pre-roll ads, even though Twitch said in no uncertain terminology that they were disabled because of my ad schedule. So I don't know what's going on there. But I am glad to see you this morning. We've just started our ImPondsible farm, and it's already growing very well. It's already growing very well. We'll need our watering can still for a second. Big chillin' energy. All right. I am also doing good. Yesterday was a lot for me, I think, as everyone can understand. I spent, after my stream was over, probably 7-ish hours, 7 to 8 hours, just trying to figure out the whole Twitch affiliate thing. So much so that I just had to take a walk in the woods. I had to leave my phone at home, take a walk in the woods, and then I came back and downloaded Palia and played with Whimsy and Wolfie for a while, and that honestly really helped, especially because it was Whimsy's birthday yesterday, so there was just good vibes all around, and that really did help. And I'm glad that we were there for Whimsy's birthday. That felt great to be there for her. So this morning we're definitely chilling. I'm apologizing to you guys while also forgiving myself about the ads because it's just so much to handle. Yes, thank you. All right, so we are going to do some more planting right now. How many things did we get? 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. 6, 9. I'd like to keep them visible if I can. 12, 15, 16. How long does that buff last? 7 minutes. So it'll work. we'll just use our jelly there that we lucked into. No, I do actually feel the need to apologize. I tried my best to disable the pre-roll ads. Twitch lied to me. I got myself all set up to make sure I was ready to deal with it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna eat the sea jelly. And then I'm gonna do all this stuff. So I'm waving at Wolfie. I'm waving at Shy. And I'm going to do the stretch first and do the posture check before I start again, okay? So. All right. All right, that was a good stretch. Thank you, Wolfie. And I'll make sure my back is nice and straight. And I'll have a sip of tea, too. I'm leaving the hydrate thing out of there. I'm not going to give you guys control of that because I tend to have a sip of tea frequently anyway. That's not something that I actually need help with. Especially if we have a fireplace in the house. All right. We just have... Wow, that jelly did not give as much energy as I was hoping it would. Okay, we've got our little odds and ends here, and now we got our potatoes. Alright, so now we're ready to go. Let's get rid of the hoe. And to be fair, we might want to... How much wood do we have in here? Let's just chop down one tree and make another chest to take with us. Just so that we can drop stuff in there. Okay. Oh, that wasn't enough. Darn. There we go. Alright, so we're going to take a chest with us up to the mountain lake. We already did... level up our fishing, so we know we can pass out there safely. You know, it probably would have been faster to go out the north exit, but here we are, doing chill things, having a chill time. And we'll just keep going here. This first day is more about just leveling up and getting things started. I obviously won't be able to build a fish pond for quite a while, so we don't have to be too detailed about saving one of everything just yet. But within just the next few days, we are going to have to start thinking about that, about saving one of everything so that we can put them in the fish ponds. And we got lucky and got bubbles at the lake immediately as well. It's been a wonderful day already. We had bubbles as soon as we got our fishing pole at the beach. Now, oh, well, that was the only ones. Okay. Never mind. So we'll put our chest, I don't know where people don't walk. I think no one walks behind this. So I'll put the chest there. And then we'll just fish the day away. We'll eat when we need to, and we'll pass out beside the lake at 2 a.m. We're only going to lose 14 gold, and we'll gain tons of experience, and possibly gold as well. I would love to save the trash, but with a small inventory, I don't think we'll be able to save the trash right now. We will definitely be building lots of recycling machines. With this run, because we're going to be trash rich. A lot of the fish, we're going to be putting crab pot fish in the fish ponds. A lot of the fish will also give us trash. We're going to have so much trash that the recycling machines are actually going to be a pretty big income for us. maybe not money-wise, but materials-wise. So, we've already decided, Shy, I'm sure much to your chagrin, that we're going to be a bachelor for this run. We're not marrying anyone. The life of a fisherman is a lonely life. So we're going to have a bachelor house. There's going to be recycling machines, furnaces inside the house. That's just going to be... Oh, hey, there's Sebastian. Let's go say hi to Sebastian. Oh, you just moved in, right? Cool. Out of all the places you could live, you chose Pelican Town. Well, it seemed better than the cubicle I was in. You have to go back and visit Harvey, though. We'll go back. Actually, I was looking at the save file from yesterday, and I realized that after completing all of that, after doing that whole grand finale and selling all those fruit to Pierre and hitting him with the slingshot and everything, I did not go to sleep afterwards. So at any point in time, if we're feeling like it on any given day, we can just go back and do it all again. So we can go visit our Harvey sometimes. Hey Shadow, good morning. How's it growing? How's it growing? Apologies for the ads. Twitch told me they would be disabled. I'm so sorry. Oh. And it also didn't frickin' warn me. Okay, it also didn't warn me. So hold on one second. It was supposed to send me a warning. I know you guys, I've got Whimsy and Wolfie already, but subscribed, but it was supposed to give me a warning in the chat that ads were coming. And it did not. So definitely a lot of kinks to work out. Definitely a lot of kinks to work out about the ads here. So I'll need to do a good bit of Googling, because I most definitely checked the box so that it would warn me ahead of time before the ads came up. You've been streaming for over 30 minutes and Twitch didn't tell me. Let me tell you, Twitch has been a bit of a jerk this morning. Alright, I guess the ads are still rolling. I don't know how any of this works. Twitch is being a huge jerk today, just all around. Allowed. What just happened? Hold on. What just... Allowed. Okay. Where did it go? I don't know. Oh, thank you for the sub, Shadow. This is really overwhelming right now. I saw the ads roll on my second screen, but I was never given a warning ahead of time. I just want to apologize to everyone. I'm trying. I don't really know what's going on. I'm very lost at the moment. But thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. I encourage everyone to not send me money. I discourage you from sending me any money, but I absolutely appreciate it. My fear is just that the ads come in hot, you know? Like, my volume is generally pretty low. And so my fear is that the ads are coming in hot and I want to make sure that everyone has fair warning to turn their volumes down, or even just mute the stream altogether, so that they don't have to put up with that. So I'm definitely got some experimenting to do to find out how to make that work. But we'll get there. We'll get there. A lot to learn. But we still have spam to ban, so at least that hasn't changed. At least that hasn't changed. Some things never change. There's a bot for that. I believe you should ask Cozy or that British Mo. Okay. Great. Yeah, no, there's just so much. That in the Twitch settings, it's set in no uncertain terms. Because I set it to the 3 minutes per hour, it told me very specifically that there would be no pre-roll ads. And then everybody's coming in saying there were pre-roll ads. So I'm already, pretty skeptical about everything that Twitch is doing here. We've got bubbles there. I know they're hard to see, but they're there. So we're going to spend some time over here at these bubbles. I'm going to have to eat something. We'll eat the bullheads. I think it's more efficient to eat the golden ones. I didn't get ads when I first tried. Okay, so now there's conflicting reports, which makes it even more confusing. But I'll get it one thing at a time. One small thing at a time. I thought I had all those settings worked out. So I spent some time on emotes and the channel points stuff, trying to figure out how to get a transparent background PNG of an acorn. That took me a good 2.5 hours. I am sad to report. That was a good 2.5 hours of my day, just trying to figure out how to get a transparent background acorn. Where did the emotes come from? So most of the emotes are just they're just Twitch emotes. They're default emotes that I was able to make a green color. A couple of them, the acorn ones, that was the only ones I made, I think. I like to figure this stuff out on my own, and I really did think it would be easier than that. I didn't realize it was going to be so difficult. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh my goodness. Wolfie has gifted 10 tier 1 subs to the community. So what does that do? It just picks random followers to give them to? That's awesome. Wolfie, you are just an absolute gem. Just an absolute gem. I love you guys. Oh, and we've got a hype train. Okay, I want to add that. Okay. Do you guys see that in the chat where I just added a permitted term? I guess it censored Shy from saying crap earlier. So that is now an allowed terminology in the chat. That's just a funny sentence. Chill Gardening added permitted term crap. Thank you, Wolfie. That's wonderful. Everyone can have access to the emotes that I will eventually figure out how to make. And at least they won't have to watch these stupid ads, right? That's just wonderful. So you've taken me off the hook for a bit here. I've got a month where most of the people that watch don't have to bother with the ads anyway now. So thank you. It's 1 a.m. We're going to be passing out soon enough, but we have some energy and we're catching lots of fish. And we've already leveled up twice today, so we're doing well. Don't worry, I was modding for a friend yesterday and I had the F word instead and I laughed so much. Oops. A little oopsie. It's a funny little sentence there. All right. I mean, maybe we could get a third level up. We've caught a lot of fish here. We've gotten lucky with these bubble spots. Today is day 2, by the way, so this is like really, really good. We've done very well. We've done very well. I don't... There's only 30 minutes left. Chill, if I have time, can I perhaps make you some burb emotes? I mean, I really don't... I don't want you spending your energy on me. I really don't want you spending your energy on me. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I love your stuff. It's fantastic. But I need you to have a hot cup of tea and take a nap instead of making emotes for me. The rotten peaches. Yeah, I think I can figure that one out on my own. The rotten peaches. The birds is a whole different story, though. I think I have ideas for how to do the rotten peaches. But the birds is a whole different story. I just don't want you exhausting yourself over my silly little Stardew stream here. What is that? What is that? What do you mean? What do you mean? What is that? What do you mean? All right, guys. This is already It's fine, I'm part rich. Yeah, I think we're all part rich. It's just most of us are very minimally part rich. 14th cousin on my mother's side. Alright, yeah, I'm not going to bother. We didn't end up needing the chest, thankfully. I'm not going to bother exhausting myself here, even though I could have. Hype train complete. Level 4. 11 subs, 20 bets. Wow, guys. Wow. Hype chests on the way. Oh my gosh, what is a hype chest? What is a hype chest? Even Fred and Ginger are excited to find this out. Do you guys get prizes? Do you guys get prizes for being here for a hype train? That would be cool. Alright, we got level 1 fishing, we got level 2 fishing. So we're going to water our stuff. Oh, we don't have to water our stuff. Today's the 3rd. Of course it is. Of course it is. Me sell hats. Okay, Poke. Come to old house, Poke. Bring coins. I love the little hat mouse guy. He's so cool. He's so cool. Oh, more mail. Chill, you're lucky I found you last night. You were unconscious and someone was searching your pockets. I have no idea how much money they took. They ran away as soon as I approached. Be more careful. I assure you I will not be more careful. I know exactly how much they took. It was 14 gold, and we are fine. We are fine. Is there anything I want to drop off here? Maybe our trash. Our trash and the green algae. The fish ponds, I'm pretty sure, actually, let me just double check. This is going to be a very important thing to have memorized. The fish ponds are 200 stone. I think it's 5 seaweed and 5 algae. 200 stone, 5 seaweed, 5 algae, and 5,000 gold. Wait, how do I give bits? Theoretically, of course, it's money. It's money, Shadow. I don't do it. Don't do it. You have to give Twitch your money, and then you can give me bits. And then I get money from the bits, and they take a good portion off the top, I think. Okay. What's the alert? What's the alert? Oh, the gigantified emote. That is frickin' fantastic. I love that. I love the gigantified emote. Okay. Alright, so we're definitely saving the algae. It's, what did I say it was? 5,000 gold, 200 seaweed, 200 stone, 5 seaweed, 5 algae. So we want to save all the algae and seaweed that we get. Wave. Hey Shadow. Hey Shadow, I'm waving. We're going to go sell fish to Willie again. And maybe do some ocean fishing. I think for now, we do want to keep, just keep selling the fish that we get. I don't think we're hoarding things just yet. But I might just hoard one of each today. We'll see. I know today being the 3rd, we want to try to get a catfish out of the river, but they can be quite hard to fish up. So we might want to buy a trout soup from Willie today. Some fish come and go with the seasons, others only come out at night or in the rain. Yes, and that is what we're counting on here. I don't see any bubbles. So we're just going to hang out here, and then once he opens, we'll go sell our stuff. Anything that was hard to catch or that's rather rare, I'll just keep a hold of. Oh, and there's our fishing level 3. We needed one more fish last night. We were 1 fish away. So probably by the end of today we'll be fishing 4. Man, if we could get fishing 5 on day 3, that would be humongous. That would be humongous. So we'll try. We'll try to catch as many fish as we can. And once Fred and Ginger get their morning zoomies out, I'll bring them in here later. They were being very loud this morning, so I had to leave them in the other room. But bringing them in here did work out very well. I think we all enjoyed that. And they were very chill after they were out here. But I tried bringing them in here before the stream started, and they were not chill at all, not even a little bit chill. So they went back to their room. They got the timeouts. So we'll bring them back in here later. Alright, Willie's going to open his shop. They got the timeouts bad enough that I actually shut the door. Because they were being so loud. That's how bad it was this morning. So they'll come out later when they're being have. I know all about the timeouts. Yes, Whimsy does. Whimsy knows all about the timeouts. Oh, you guys have trains. This is also cool. I think I've got the settings so that Whimsy won't be getting timeouts anymore. As long as she doesn't put cleavage in the chat, then we're good to go. Oh man, I do want that coal, but I'm not willing to get rid of anything that I'm holding for it. So we're just going to let that go. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's look at which ones would be the best ones to eat. Halibut's good to eat, but it's also worth the most. 10 subs is like $90 expensive over there, but I think you get like 40%. I have no idea. I haven't got that far. I haven't got that far. Oh, Shadow. You did have something else right there, though. I don't know. I don't know any of this. I am struggling so hard right now. Alright, let's just eat something. Let's eat a chub. Just to get our energy back up so that we're starting fresh. Okay. That was a global tag I had. Okay. And we'll sell everything except the sardines. We want to keep the sardines. We want to be making Dish of the Sea, because that's +3 fishing for a good while. And that is how I think I'm going to get 2 of these trout soups so that we can maybe have it easier with the catfish. The catfish are hard as heck to catch early in the game when you don't have any perks. You don't have a better fishing rod. You don't have a high fishing level. The catfish are super hard to catch. So we're going to come on over here. Can I eat a daffodil? No. Okay, then I might be throwing the daffodil away. I don't actually want to spend a ton of time here. I just want to catch a catfish. Catfish are easy to catch in Palia. I only did the introductory fishing quest so far, but I have to say I really like the design of that fishing minigame. I do really like the design of the Palia fishing minigame. It's very well designed. Tell me if you could move the items from one game to the other. Can't eat a daffodil, but you can eat mayonnaise. I love the mayonnaise drinking. I did a Meadowlands farm, which was just a chicken mayo empire. And so I was just carrying around mayonnaise everywhere and using that as my main food source. And people, he programmed into the game that people will get disgusted with you if you chug mayonnaise in front of them. It's hilarious. It's hilarious that he actually programmed reactions for that one thing, just for drinking mayonnaise. Oh, you know what? I didn't eat the trout soup. Let's eat the trout soup. I probably should have waited until I was lower energy, but I want the fishing level to make the catfish easier to catch. That's what I need to do today, is fish in Palia. You're fishing in Palia today? Oh, I think the shad is a pretty good food, yeah. Not bad, not bad. Me at work today. Oh. Well, thank you for tuning in at work. I appreciate the company. Yeah, I need to get my level up. Oh, okay, here's one that's far away. I think I can get it, though. There we go. Let me catch this fish, and then I'll catch up on the chat. New record and bait. Okay. Need to get my level up, but I've been doing quests instead. Oh, there's fishing levels? You can level up fishing as a skill? Think I'm going to stream later. I'm starting to feel better. Well, don't jump the gun, though. Just make sure that you stop early. If you feel yourself starting to tire out or your throat getting sore. No, thank you for streaming. I would have been bored otherwise. Well, thank you, Wolfie. Thank you. I'm here 6 days a week now, and I think I'm going to continue. It's been nice. My mornings is a good time for me to do it. Oh, we did not get our catfish yet. Where am I going? What am I doing? I want to get up to the, oh, see, we did level up fishing. Our bobber's going further now. So maybe now we can get the catfish. I want to get up to that mountain lake. I don't really want to be here right now. I want to get up to that mountain lake and dump stuff in the chest and catch easier fish. I want to get this catfish over with. Whoa, an iridium shad. Okay, so I do need the daffodil. I'm going to throw away the stone. I kind of want to keep a hold of the bait as well. I will take it easy. It's just been like a week. I know it has, and I miss your streams as well. I miss going to your streams. But you have to take care of yourself. You really do. And bronchitis is no joke. Okay, here it is. Don't mess this up, chill. I don't want to be here at the river. I want to get this catfish and get the heck out of here. All right. Pat myself on the back there. Let's go. Taking my medicine and relaxing. Okay, so you have been being a good girl, right? No, you really do have to take care of yourself. Hot tea, hot soup, plenty of sleep. But I do miss your streams already. It seemed like such a long time. So I will gladly tune in, of course. Alright, we'll pick up some more forage. We've got a chest up here. We can dump it in. A few XP points won't hurt. The doctor gave me like 4 different things I've been using. I'll be back tonight. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. I gotta... okay. Yep. Yep, let's go. So basically in Paleo there's levels where you buy more recipes from each character, so you need to level off a certain item or tool by doing the task and then buy the recipe to upgrade the tool. Okay, cool. Cool. I didn't realize fishing was a skill you could level up. That's awesome. I did really like the fishing minigame. I thought that was very well designed. I don't really know how to describe it, but you would have to just experience it for yourself, I guess. Alright, let's get our stuff in the chest here. Okay, I'll keep the trout soup out because I am going to eat that here in a while. And we'll grab this horseradish. Alright. And now we fish. Now we fish for the rest of the day, and maybe even get another level. I very likely will just start hoarding fish at a certain point until we get to fishing 5 and get the extra sale price. Oh, that's fantastic. Largemouth bass is fantastic. At level 5, I think it's a 25% increase in sale price of fish, so we will definitely be doing that. We will also be getting fish smokers as soon as possible, so that we can get even more money from fishing. I'm not putting any restrictions on myself for how I can make money. We are going to have a shed full of kegs to process ancient fruit wine this time. I'm not handicapping myself like that again. But just by the nature of the run, most of the income will be from fishing or fishing-related activities. So I'm not really worried about putting any restrictions on myself as far as that goes. This is going to be a much more chill playthrough. Community center, one fish pond of each. Hold on, I've got a text from my son. Hold on 1 second. Looking at colleges. He's in the Air Force, so he's got his GI Bill coming to him, so he can get a free education. And so he's really starting to make those plans. Okay. Alright, really proud of that dude. Really good dude. Love that guy. Alright. I don't know. I was disconnected from the chat. How do I get the chat back up? Okay, I think all is well with the world. Look at him go. Good job, son. Yes, he is a wonderful human being. He's a wonderful human being. I have to hug upwards because he's taller, much taller than me now. But he's still my little man. But yeah, he just did really well. He worked very hard to get where he is. I'm very proud of him. And he's in a very stable place in his life, so I'm really happy for that. That's all we want to see as parents for our children. I don't really care if they're wildly successful or wealthy, getting a good paid job. I just want to see them stable enough to be happy and content. And so, as each of them finds their place in the world, that brings me no end of joy. All right. We're just cooking here. We are just cruising along. I am going to need to start stockpiling the jellies for the fish smokers. I did eat that one the other day. That was yesterday. That was great. But I will start saving them from now on. In the first couple days, sometimes you just have to eat everything because you're out of energy. But we'll start stockpiling stuff here. Alright, let me just fix this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how this stuff works. Okay. I'll just keep playing the game and I'll figure it out later. just resort to playing Stardew Valley instead of dealing with this stuff. I'll figure it out. 7:30 p.m. We leveled up first thing this morning, so we can pass out here. That's fine. It'll cost us 56 gold, which is like one fish, so it's well worth it. Well worth it. Alright, and let's just throw stuff in here. What's our energy look like? 140. Okay, so we can eat the trout soup. We can eat the trout soup, refill our energy, and also get +1 fishing for the rest of the night. That'll make it easier. We'll get farther out there, we'll get higher quality fish, we'll get better fish, we'll have a bigger fishing bar, it'll be easier. Every chance you can get to get a perfect catch is double. I think it's actually 2.5 times the experience when you get a perfect catch. So anything that you can do to have a larger fishing bar to make it easier to get those perfect catches greatly accelerates the leveling up process. So we're going to go ahead and eat that trout soup. I'll have a check at what our skill currently... Oh, we did... Oh no, it's only 5 because of the trout soup. It's only 5 because of the trout soup. So we do need to get one more level if we want to start selling fish. That would be really great. I would be super chuffed if we got level 5 fishing on day 3. Yep, see, we can get iridium quality fish now. We're further out. You can do it. I'm not sure I can. Like, I don't know the math. We did level up first thing in the morning with our very first catch of the day, so I do think it's possible. I think we can hit one more level today. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we leveled up on the first catch of the day, and we also got another level at some point because we were level 4 before we ate that trout soup. So we've already leveled up twice today. But we do have 4 hours of fishing left. So getting 3 fishing levels in one day is wild. I mean, but we might do it. That would go a long way towards getting our legend in year 1. That's really the goal here for spring. Just like the last challenge, the goal here for spring is to get that legend, because the income from the legend fishing pond is just, it relieves so much pressure from the rest of the game, especially once we get to golden animal crackers. So, because obviously to get every fish in the game I am going to need to complete the fishing collection, so that's definitely happening. I don't think I'm going to be purposefully going for perfection, but I think this particular run through might get us most of the way there better than a different strategy, because each of these fish ponds is going to produce, you know, different items. We're gonna have 199 fish ponds on the farm, each of them producing something different every day, or not every day, but most days. So just by its nature, we're going to have a little bit of everything. So it might come pretty close to perfection without trying too hard. You have a podcast voice. I don't even know what that means. But I'm going to take it as a compliment. That's the joy of being ignorant, is that you can take everything as a well-meaning compliment because you have no idea what it means. A nice, soothing, easy to listen to voice. Well, that's what everyone's been telling me. I was talking with Star yesterday, and you know, I still don't enjoy listening to my own voice, but I think that's how it's supposed to be. So I'm glad that you guys enjoy listening to it, because it drives me up a wall. I've been trying to desensitize myself by listening to, I've been very strict with myself, and I listen to every single stream every day. Later in the evening, I will put on my own stream. Which vehicle did you drive up a wall? Yeah, I don't have a witty comeback for that one. I don't have a witty comeback for that one. Alright, there was bubbles up here. I don't know how long they were here for. But I do make myself listen to every single stream later in the evening. And I still don't enjoy listening to my own voice. So I'm glad that you guys do. But I think of it like looking at yourself in the mirror, right? If you look at yourself, if you look at yourself in the mirror and you are attracted to that person, there is something wrong with you. You're not supposed to be attracted to yourself. You can be proud, you can be happy with how you look, but you should not be attracted to yourself. I think the same thing is probably applying to the voices, you know? I think the same thing is applying to the voices, right? You hear yourself on recording. I don't think you're supposed to say, oh yeah, that's good, right? Because then that would be weird, I think. Wolfie, I'm sure you're not ugly as hell. I'm sure you're not. And that's kind of my point here that I'm saying, is that we are each, as a human being, we're not supposed to be attracted to ourselves. But I'm sure that there are people around you that adore the sound of your voice and that absolutely adore looking at you, you know? They see you and they say, oh, thank God Wolfie's here so that I can look at his beautiful face. All right, so we now have access to some very important things. Recycling machines, worm bins, and deluxe bait. These are very important. The deluxe bait is kind of hard to make ourselves, but at a certain point, the spreading weeds have caused damage to your farm. Oh no, that is horrible news. That is the worst news. Okay, so we lost something here. The thing with voices is we hear our own voice when speaking with extra resonance on our bones. So when we hear a recording, it sounds completely different. And there's a mental dissonance with that. That's interesting. I've never thought about it that way. But I guess that helps put some perspective on it. Alright, no, not the fishing pole. Let's get some tools and make sure the weeds are not close to our crops anymore. Dear Farmer Chill, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's really a nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Well, thank you, Robin. Thank you. Or what? Oh, the hammer's coming for you. 56 gold from Morris that they charged us. Got some new items in stock, a deluxe fishing pole and some bait that you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster. Hope to see you soon. I would like to get that, but I would like to... So what did we lose? We lost a bean pole. Oh no, that is actually tragic. I don't actually agree with you on that one, Wolfie. I don't think this is bullying. If it was actually bullying, I would be stomping this out immediately. But in reality, now that's too much. Whimsy, you need to take that back and apologize. You need to take that back and apologize. But the rest of it, the baby comment, that's what you need to take back. The rest of it is just us trying to make sure you understand that you're not weak, you're not ugly, you're not useless. No one is. We all have worth, we all have value, and you are loved, you are appreciated. No sarcastic voice. No, Whimsy. Come on. Play nice. Play nice, be nice, and be chill. That is my one rule. That is my one rule for my chat, is that you be chill, okay? I know you love him, and you've got to say it. He needs to know it too, you know? We can't be mean to each other. Alright. Alright, so we did lose a beanpole there. We did lose a beanpole. That is actually incredibly tragic. So we'll spend a minute making sure the weeds aren't going to do that again. Let's get the pickaxe and the axe and just make sure that we clear out whatever we need to here. And the axe, where'd my axe go? There it is. Okay. Things are all out of order. I just intend to go down to Willie's and sell all this fish. Thank you. Thank you, Whimsy, for working that out. Okay, I think that should... What do we have going on here? Okay, we do have more weeds. So that should give us some time to go back to fishing again. We'll just push this back a little bit further. That should give us some time to go back to fishing again. Okay, all the tools can go. We'll run around, we'll pick up what we dropped with our weeding efforts there. Okay. Alright, and now none of these fish are necessary to save. So we're going to head down to Willie's. We're going to sell all this fish. Maybe do a little fishing at the ocean. Actually, let's head up to the top first. Grab the fish out of the chest. And we'll see if we can... I don't think we'll have enough to get the deluxe fishing rod immediately, but we'll see if maybe we can do some fishing and get it by the end of the day. Because getting that as quickly as possible can really speed up our run here, so that we can catch more fish, so that we can get more experience, so that we can get the legend as quickly as possible, so that we can start focusing on other things. Alright, and we do have a bunch of forage here. The leeks are fantastic energy. So I'm actually going to eat one of those right now, while I enjoy this Stardew Valley music. Always been such a big fan of the Stardew Valley music. I'm going to leave the shad. I'm going to leave a smallmouth bass. I'm going to start leaving one of everything in this chest, I think. What do we have? I'm going to start leaving one of everything in this chest. Alright, and then let's go down to the beach and sell all of this. Sell all of this fish and see how much we end up with. At some point, we do want... Yeah, I think I need to talk to Jazz. So hopefully she's at the museum today. Because I want to open up the community center so we can start donating things, get that out of the way. We've already collected quite a few things. And also that opens up the wizard and opens up our ability, nope, no museum today, opens up our ability to check on whether things are community center or not just from hitting our menu. And that's very useful. Alright, I'm just going to stop here for a sip of tea. Because we've been passing out every night, I don't have my chance to have a sip of tea by the fire. Alright. Still haven't brought my hoe for that. I'm gonna need to do one of these days. I'm going to need to do a real cleanup of trees to get the 300 wood to go over there to the other side of the beach. Yes, we did. We got enough. We can get our fiberglass rod right now. That's fantastic. And we'll just buy bait with the rest of our money. Okay. We can throw away the bamboo pole now. And throw the bait on there. And so now we will catch way more fish. We will. And I guess right back up to the mountain. Right back up to the mountain lake immediately. It's the easiest place to level up. It's the easiest place to level up fishing. Because the fish are medium difficulty at best. And, oh, there is... Oh, never mind. There was bubbles there for a second. The fish are medium difficulty at best, and so it's easier to get more perfect catches to level up fishing faster, and they're also medium price and medium energy when you eat them. So they're all right down the middle, very average, and it makes it really easy to level up here. So we've just spent all of our money that we've earned in the first 3 days on this fishing pole and bait, and that's going to pay dividends beginning immediately. It would have probably been better to wait for fishing level 5 before we sold off the whole stockpile, but that's fine. We really wanted this fishing pole. We really wanted this fishing pole so that we could make ourselves level up faster. See, it becomes easier to get iridium quality fish, which gives you the most experience, and if you catch it perfect catch, then that experience gets 2.5 times. And we want to hit level 10 fishing as soon as we can, so that we have every chance to catch the legend the next time it rains. We're going to miss a rain day here. There's going to be another rain day that we're not going to have level 10 fishing yet. But we also need to level up our farming with those parsnips. Or our foraging. I still can't remember which one it is that we get the cookout kit. So that we can cook our dish of the seas. The Dish of the Sea is +3 fishing for a good, I think it's 10 minutes. So even if you're not at level 10 fishing, which is the requirement to hook the legend, eating that Dish of the Sea can get you there. So it's a huge boon. That's why we've planted potatoes, because it's sardines and hash browns for Dish of the Sea. I just happened to see the bubbles just off the top corner of the screen, so that we got a little bit lucky that my peripheral vision caught it. And we'll see how far we can get. The mines do open up tomorrow. I'm not sure that I want to go directly there. I might want to just keep fishing instead. But we are going to need materials to build recycling machines, fish smokers, all that stuff. So it's probably a smart idea to get started on that. But I kind of think I want to just keep leveling up fishing for now and bankroll some money here. I want to get that backpack upgrade. Trying to go into the mines without the backpack upgrade is a real hassle. Okay. I'll just keep the copper ore. We'll dump our stuff in the backpack. The bubbles went away. That was good timing. We'll dump our stuff here. We don't have to dump everything because we're still just keeping, we're catching these same fish over and over again. So they're just going to stack. We should definitely get level 5 fishing today. And then we can put fish in the bin overnight and go maybe get that backpack upgrade. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. That's definitely one mod. I'm not really a big fan of playing modded, but the UI info suite that just tells you information, that would definitely be one I would be willing to get. Being able to know exactly how far away from the next level you are would be very helpful. Level 7 today? You got it? Absolutely not, no. Now that we've gotten a little bit further, well, that was a nice little fishing chest there. That was a nice little fishing chest. Now that we've gotten a little bit further, it's just like most games, each level is more experience to get. It's exponential. So that day we did 2 fishing levels in one day. That's not happening again. UI Info Suite is a mod I always use. Yeah, I could definitely see myself doing that. Being able to see the XP bar and like the little daily luck indicator there so that you don't have to always be checking the TV, that kind of stuff. That's really useful info. And the game does keep track of it, it just doesn't show us. So we're kind of kept in the dark a little bit. But I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. There have been bubbles here this whole time, but at this stage of the game, the walk around to the other side is so not worth doing. So I'm not doing it. Okay, there's our level 5, so we can put all of our fish in the bin tonight. At least I think we can. I think the level takes effect before the sales happen. Either way, we need that money. I really want that backpack so that we can do the mines. Doing the mines with just this one row is so incredibly painful. You pick up so many random objects and your inventory is just always full. But we'll see what kind of forage items we have. And we'll take those with us for energy and health. The first few forays into the mines, I'm not allowed to do my normal ignoring combat routine. I have to engage with it. Because you're not fast enough at anything at the start to be able to just run away from it. So I have to fight the slimes, I have to fight the bugs. Whoops. Bounced off the bottom pretty hard there. Okay. Maybe we caught 100 fish. Yes, catch 100 fish. So that's not bad. That's not bad. We're on day 4. We've caught 100 fish already. And we're level 5 fishing. It's pretty much all we've done. We haven't done much else. Done a little bit of planting. And we lost a bean pole, and that really was pretty upsetting. I'm still stewing about that a little bit. I think I'm just going to go ahead and fish out our energy and then walk home. I don't think we need to be up late here tonight. Wolfie playing it cool in the chat. Yeah, we'll just walk home after this one. And we got a piece of trash, so that's cool. Okay. Is there anything? I definitely want to swap things out. I'm going to want to take this forage with me. But let's see, what is our most energy dense? What's our most energy dense fish? The iridium bullheads is not bad. Carp is absolute carp. Absolute carp. Obviously the catfish is very good, but that has to go to the community center. The chub is probably... Chub's largemouth bass. Okay, largemouth bass is very good. So that's what we'll take with us. We'll take our largemouth bass with us into the mines. And we can just grab that on our way by. And so in that case, we'll keep the largemouth bass, and we'll sell everything else. Yes, and the chubs. Okay, cool. That worked out really well. So we'll keep those. I'll come back for those. So is there anything else I want to take back with me? Maybe the copper ore. I mean, we can't take it all back until we get a backpack. Which hopefully will be tomorrow. I'm hoping this is enough. I don't know that it is. But I'm hoping that's enough for a backpack. If it's not, then I guess we're not doing the mines tomorrow. I really don't want to go in there without a backpack upgrade. Alright, we'll drop off that. And hope for the best. One thing we could do... Oh, I don't have any food here other than that river jelly, so I'm not going to plant... I could plant these seeds. We'll do that in the morning. How about that? Let's fill up our watering can so that we're ready for tomorrow. All right. Fingers crossed. I think it's... Yep, there's our fisher. I think it's 2,500 gold you need. Yeah, not enough. Not enough. I think it's 2,500 gold for the backpack. Oh, hey Marnie. Here's our cat friend. Hello, Chill. You see this cat here? I do. I saw it already. It's so cute. So cute. I found it sitting outside the entrance to your farm. I think it's a stray, poor little thing. I think it likes this place. Hey, don't you think this farm could use a good cat? I do, Marnie. Thank you for suggesting it. Alright, what's the cat? Who is the cat? I'm thinking. The wheels are turning. Very slowly, but they are, I promise. Pickles. Okay, Pickles the cat. I'm on board. I'm on board. Well, little Pickles, you be a good kitty now. Okay? I don't think Pickles was listening to a word you just said. That cat has other things on its mind. Alright. We harvested a parsnip. We leveled up our farming. So let's plant these other seeds. Double check that weeds are not encroaching anywhere. Oh, they are. They are. Look at that. Alright. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Stop by Pierre's General Store today and check out our affordable size 24 backpack. See you soon. He doesn't say how much it's going to be. There we go. We've got the mines are open now. He doesn't say how much the backpack's going to be, so I'm just going to have to look that up myself. And also, we do want to grow a bunch more parsnips because we want every chance we can get at our 5, I believe it's 5 gold quality parsnips for the community center. Build a coop. Okay, we are going to do that. We are going to build a coop. We are going to build a barn. Reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. Okay, I think it's... Is it just wood and fiber? I need way more wood than that. Oh, we need to level up overnight first anyway. So, obviously the parsnip, the gold quality parsnip is for the community center. Pretty sure I also need 1 parsnip for the community center. And we already have our mine energy taken care of, so I think I'm just going to sell the rest of the parsnips. And then buy more seeds, more parsnip seeds. Okay. And maybe today is our day to chop out a bunch of trees, and so maybe that's what we do. I just start chopping down trees right now. And I'll eat the parsnips if I have to. I'm gonna leave the stumps because they do take a lot of energy for not much experience gain. I would like to have leveled up my axe once before I waste all my energy on chopping stumps. It takes so many hits. Alright, so we're going to do some clearing. I really want to try to get to 300 wood if that's possible, so that we can get across to the other side of the beach to get some of that forage. One thing I learned just researching this challenge is that coral and sea urchins can indeed be placed in fish ponds. I was not aware of that. So that's pretty neat. That's one more thing that we can put away for the fish ponds in the future. Okay. I'm going to dig up these seeds. I don't want more stuff growing here. We have 91 wood so far. I'm not sure that we can get it all in a day. I mean, I'm sure we can, but it might take the whole day. Oh, those parsnips are not making much of a dent in that energy bar. Okay, well, I'm glad I have them, though. Alright, that was a lot. It barely made a dent at all. The energy crunch is real. Okay. How much wood do we have right now? We have 136. I don't think I've chopped down any pine trees, so the field snacks is out of the question. Yeah, the field snacks is out of the question, so that's a problem. And we are going to need more energy. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Maybe I try to find some pine trees to cut down so that we can make some field snacks. Let's see. Let's see. Let me get the scythe out for all these weeds and put the watering can away. We don't need that in our inventory. I'm going to keep the hoe. We might come across an artifact spot or a seed spot that would be very beneficial. Okay. Let's see if we can see. Okay, here's a pine tree right here. The field snacks is a fantastic thing. Oh, there's a pine cone. Okay, great. Come on. So let's get our, there was 3 pine cones. Alright, and we can make 3 field snacks. Fantastic. That is wonderful. That's wonderful. Alright, so let's keep it moving here. I'm just going to go ahead and eat these pretty much immediately. Just so we can keep clearing. I would really like to get to 300 wood here. And we can go get a bunch more parsnip seeds. And hope for some mixed seeds as well. Whoops. Can't chop anything with a maple seed. Alright, I've got 193. I would really like to get up to 300 before I go anywhere. That would be nice. Let's plant the seeds. We'll get around to watering them in a bit. Yeah. Alright, let's go. We'll just keep clearing from the house out. Hey! Would you look at that? It's our swashbuckler hat. Well, that thing looks familiar. Would you look at that? Look at our familiar, friendly swashbuckler hat. This was the same day we got it on the last run as well. On the last run, I got it in the mines from a slime, though. This time I got it from chopping a tree. That's kind of neat. I really like that swashbuckler hat. It fits just about every situation. Alright, let's have some field snacks. Wait, new farm? Yes, Natto Latte. Yesterday was our grand finale. Yesterday was our grand finale of the Market Farm Challenge. We sold 7,298 raw ancient fruit to Pierre, and we made him give us 6 million gold out of the register. So I've uploaded that to YouTube, and the VOD is still on Twitch if you do want to go back and watch through. Thank you, thank you. What's going on? So we've started ImPondsible Farm. We're going to have one fish pond for every single fish available in the game. I'm not putting a ton of restrictions on myself. By its nature, most of the income is going to come from fish and fishing-related activities. But I'm not setting myself rules for that. It just is going to happen on its own. We're going to do the community center, because although the Joja route worked great for our last challenge, I kind of had enough of it for a while. And also this challenge is very much going to lend itself to having one of this and one of that anyway. The fish ponds are going to produce a little bit of everything. So we're going community center, and I'm not setting myself really any rules. 265. We're getting close. We're getting close. As to how we can make money, I'm definitely aiming to get to legend in year 1 here, so that we can have a consistent income with our very first fish pond. And other than that, that's it. We're just on the beach. We're going to be a bachelor. We're not going to marry anyone. The life of a fisherman is a lonely life. Okay, what have we got? I need to look for a pine tree. I need to eat some parsnips and look for a pine tree. So we've spent the first 4 days fishing, as is appropriate. We're level 5 fishing already. And things are going pretty well so far. Things are going pretty well. It's getting a bit late. I should get to Pierre's and buy some more parsnip seeds. I would really like to try to get the 5 golden parsnips during this first spring. It shouldn't be too terribly hard. But we are going to need 5 golden parsnips for the community center. I still do need to meet Jazz just to open that up. I'm going to accept every quest. That does not mean I'm going to complete them. How much is the backpack? 2,000 even. Okay. So let's say 25 parsnip seeds. I'm not sure that's enough. Let's do 35. And they only take how many days? They only take 4 days. So we don't have to plant them all at once. We can do, actually in that regard, we can do 10 at a time. We can do 10 at a time, and that's plenty. So we're just kind of chilling today. I was really hoping that by the end of today, I could have, and I will, have 300 wood to go fix the bridge to the other section, the eastern section of the beach, so that we can have access to coral and sea urchins. Because we are going to want that bait maker pretty soon. You know, we're going to want that bait maker as quickly as possible. All right. So we'll save back the others. We'll plant those after. And And we'll go look for pine trees to chop down. So that we can make some more field snacks. We're not going to get to the mines today, and that's okay. That's okay. It would be nice to start upgrading our tools as soon as possible. But we've got other stuff going on. We've spent so much time fishing. Alright, there's a pine tree. Alright, so that's one field snack we can make. And that is our 300 wood, so we'll head down and do that. I'm just going to get this other pine tree just for the field snack. And let's swish some weeds here. Whoops. Let's swish some weeds, see if we get any mixed seeds. One of these days, we'll get around to doing a little tour around the beach and see if there's any supply crates for us to pick up. It's one of the nice things about the beach farm is those supply crates can have just about anything in them. All kinds of crazy stuff. Alright, we did get a couple more wild seeds or mixed seeds. So let's do that. Whatever. Right, whatever pattern. We're not picky. Oh, it did. Okay. For a second, I thought it didn't fill. All right. And let's... We didn't get any more. We only have enough for one field snack. So we'll hang on to that. We'll hang on to that. If I need to hoe up an artifact spot, then we'll use it. Okay, we need to bring the wood with us. Everything else can go back in the bin. And let me see. We definitely leveled up foraging today. So we can pass out on the beach. That's possible. So let's take our fishing rod with us. And that's what we'll do. We'll pass out on the beach. That's the plan. It's going to cost us 83 gold, but that's okay. It's not that bad. I'll have a sip of tea on my way down there. Alright, and there's that artifact spot that's been there all week. We got a book. It's been there since day one, but I haven't been carrying around my hoe, so it's just been staying there. Alright, do we have anything cool? Got some coral. A bunch of coral, and that's it. And that's fine. So let's fish this pier. Oh, we've got some... I don't know if I can reach those. Oh, I can. That's great news. So I'll eat my field snack. I'll eat my parsnips, and we'll keep fishing. We've got a bunch of fish up in a chest up by the mountain lake, which was waiting for us to go to the mines. And we might get there tomorrow, but the fishing is absolutely the priority here. It would be nice to have upgraded tools, but the upgraded tools doesn't really have much of an effect on the fishing. The fishing is about money. Being able to buy the next fishing rod upgrade. We don't need Clint for that. But we do need materials to build the things to process stuff. So we are going to need to get into that eventually. We want to build recycling machines, that's iron bars. We want to build worm bins, that's iron and gold. We want to build crab pots, that's iron. So we definitely have to go to the mines. But I would really like to have the backpack upgrade to do it. It's so painful going into the mines with no backpack upgrade. My phone is slowly but surely dying, so I'm going to hop out. I really appreciate the stream. It made the day go by super fast. I'm glad you joined us. Thank you for chilling with us. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for keeping me company. And I'll talk to you later, Wolfie. Have a great day. We're just gonna fish until we pass out here. That's the whole thing. That's been the thing for these first 5 days. And it's probably going to keep being a thing for quite some time. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. I'm going after these bubbles. The fish in, I kind of feel like the fish in Nemo. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Alright, let's see what we can eat. We want to be hoarding the seaweed. Oh, the bubbles are gone. We want to be hoarding the seaweed. Because it takes 5 seaweed per fish pond. Okay, this one's a little jumpy there. It's 5 seaweed per fish pond, so we want to be hoarding that. But the rest here, we can eat some stuff, we can save some stuff back. I really do need to get around to finding Jazz and talking to her so we can get the community center up. Okay, we need to eat something. We need to replenish our energy. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. We only have 2.5 hours left in the day. Okay, what do we got? We've got anchovies. We've got herrings. And we've got halibuts. I know the halibuts are worth more money. So I'll just eat these anchovies. Okay. That should be enough, I think. At least close to enough, anyway. The day's almost over. I do want to get into the mines so we can start making those recycling machines. That's going to be a big part of this run. We're going to have so much trash. We're going to have so much trash just piling up. So that's going to be a really good source of materials. And we do get iron ore from recycling bins, from recycling machines. So that's kind of a priority, is to start setting up the recycling center. But for now, I've been throwing away the trash that I've been catching because the fish are just way more useful and way more valuable. So once we get there, things will start to accelerate. Once we get to the point of making crab pots and recycling machines, then things can start to speed up a little bit because we'll kind of have a slightly automated materials output. Almost a self-reinforcing cycle. The recycling machines can provide us with iron ore. Whoa, guys. We got our first dinosaur egg. Okay, hold on, I've got to stretch. Whimsy's put a stretch in chat. Oh. Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you, Whimsy. I appreciate you. I'm going to have a sip of tea here while I'm at it. Oh, that was a really good stretch. All right, so we've got our dino egg on day 5 of the game. So we should get around to building our coop. Because that's wild. All right, that is absolutely wild. And now we have the problem of what can we throw away? I think I'm just going to throw away this one golden coral, sadly enough, and this herring, because I want both of those. I don't really want to be throwing much more away, so excuse me. Thankfully it is the end of the night. Alright, and I'm definitely not eating anything at this point, so I'll have a sip of tea while we just stand and listen to the ocean sounds and wait for the peaceful blanket of sleep to be pulled over our eyes. Alright, we got our farming level yesterday. We harvested our parsnips so we can make a scarecrow and we can make some basic fertilizer. And I absolutely will be making that basic fertilizer so that we can make sure that we get our golden parsnips for the community center. We got access. The axe proficiency is really the cool thing here, so we can stop using so much darn energy to chop down a tree. And we've got the charcoal kiln. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. Today's Saturday, so there's nothing on the TV. I haven't been thinking about that. Thankfully, it is raining, so there's no watering to do. Let's put stuff in the bin. Make a scarecrow, I guess. Plant some more seeds, maybe. I don't really want to do a ton of watering. I only want a very small plot to water every morning. So, we're definitely saving the coral. Well, I guess I didn't have to save the clam, but we can make sashimi with that later. We do need to start befriending Linus as quickly as possible. Alright, and we can leave the hoe behind as well. Actually, I think we go ahead and just leave the fishing rod behind. And maybe do the mines today? I don't know. I don't want to put off the mining too long. But at the same time, I really want to get this fishing level up. Let me do a quick wiki. I'm pretty sure Gus sells us the Dish of the Sea recipe. The recipe. Where do I get the recipe from? Oh, I just get the recipe from fishing. I already have the recipe. Okay. Okay, that's cool. So then the cookout kit is the other thing that we're looking at, and that is from foraging level 3. So we do need to chop down some more trees. That is quite important, to chop down some more trees. So what I might do here, I think, is I'm going to drop all these in the bin. I'm going to leave this behind. And we'll go do more fishing today. We'll go do more fishing today. And I'll just chop a few trees around the mountain lake. Yeah. Let's do it. I really want that backpack upgrade. So I need to do a bunch of fishing. And I also need a bunch of XP, fishing XP. So we'll stick with that. Oh, bringing an axe would have helped, wouldn't it? So I guess we're just fishing. Let's go talk to Linus. Just for some hearts. Warm rain is a pleasant way to get clean. Alright. I have done it before. I do agree. I have danced in the rain. It is a good time. If you have never danced in the rain before, I highly recommend doing it at least once. Oh, and the bubbles disappeared as soon as we cast into them. Alright, so there's no point being there then. The rain is my favorite weather. I love the rain. Fog, rain, cloudy. Yeah. I also love thunderstorms myself. It's strangely peaceful how loud it is. I thrive in it. Yeah. There's some bubbles up there. So we'll head up there to those bubbles. There's definitely moments in the spring where things are already wet and muddy. And I'll be upset to see more rain sometimes, but that's very rare. Because just like this farmer, if it's raining, that means I don't have to water. That means my plants are getting watered. With or without my input, I get a break. I'm really looking forward to spring right now. This is that time of year, late February, where spring can't come soon enough. There's still 2+ months before I can start planting anything outside, but I really want to do it right now. So thankfully, I do have some forestry work to do during these months. I can go out. Late winter is the best time to do forestry work. For me, anyway, for my personal tastes, but also for the health of the trees. You don't want to cut the trees down before winter starts, because then they have a bunch of fresh wounds, and then you get super duper cold freezes that can cause some serious issues. With a fresh wound, there's lots of moisture at the surface and you get repeated freeze and thaws, you end up with cracking in the wood, and that's how fungus gets in, and things end badly. So I like to wait until the end of the winter. As things are warming up, they're not getting frozen anymore, and they can dry out and heal as best as possible. And it's also nice to be working in the cool. You know, it's not terribly hot out for me, so I can be working outside and still maybe work up a sweat, but not be drowning in myself in the heat. So there are things to do, but I'm just really, at this stage of the year, I'm itching to get outside and start digging in the garden. Oh wow, it's only 10 a.m. It's only 10. It was both 10:10 in the game and 10:10 here at the exact same time. So I think I'm going to have a sip of tea and say cheers. What do you like to plant? What don't I like to plant? Over the years, I've planted just about everything you could think of. My favorite is butternut squash. That is my favorite thing to plant and to eat. But the rodents that we have, groundhogs, rabbits, voles, moles, mice, rats, they absolutely decimate a seedling crop of butternut squash. So I have not been having great luck with that lately. So I've been going towards more self-sufficient stuff like sorghum and beans. Southern peas, black-eyed peas, drought-tolerant beans, and sorghum because we have corn everywhere. I mean, as you well know, corn and soybeans, corn and soybeans, corn and soybeans. And corn pollen is those pesky critters. They are pesky critters. Thankfully, we do have some feral cats and red-tailed hawks and peregrine falcons and merlins and American kestrels and foxes and coyotes and all kinds of things that do hunt them, owls. But they still manage to eat all my darn butternut squash seedlings every year. I will still plant them. I will still plant them, but they will almost entirely fail every time. So I'll still plant them on the off chance that it succeeds, because I absolutely love butternut squash. I've been growing them every year for 20 years now. But I won't grow corn. We have tons of corn. Corn is wind pollinated, and the pollen is very promiscuous. So it's very light. It blows a long way. I would have to be at least a mile or two away from a corn farm to feel like I wasn't getting pollinated with Roundup Ready Monsanto stuff. So I just don't even touch corn. But sorghum is self-pollinated. It's a self-pollinated grain. Okay, I have to go. Have a good day, Chill and Whimsy and everyone else. Have a great one, Shadow. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for hanging out with me and keeping me company. I really appreciate it. It's wonderful to see you. Have a great day. So I don't touch the corn because I don't want any of that Monsanto stuff on my land. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. But I also love growing garlic and onions. Garlic is so easy to grow, and it's so delicious. And onions are a little bit less easy to grow, but still delicious. I've also been growing garlic for 20 years as well. Butternut squash and garlic, and they go so well together. So they're a match made in heaven. It's just been a struggle with the rodents lately. Alright, we leveled up fishing again, so we can stay out here all night. And look at that. We don't even need that rusty sword. We have a broken trident to start. That's really nice. That's really nice to start out with. So I would say my favorite things to grow are garlic and butternut squash, but I grow quite a lot of stuff. I've got half a dozen varieties of roses. I've got irises. I've got lilies. I love the flowers. As I got older, this is only the last few years, I started to appreciate the stop and smell the roses phrase for what it really is. It's butternut squash soup? Absolutely yes. I love butternut squash. Everything. If you want to talk about butternut squash, I'm going to sound like Bubba from Forrest Gump. Butternut squash soup, baked butternut squash, fried butternut squash fritters, butternut squash, kind of like apple butter. Like you just keep baking it, you just keep cooking it until it cooks down into like a spread. Oh, it's so good. And garlic goes in just about every single one of those. Spaghetti squash, I also love spaghetti squash. The problem for me with spaghetti squash is there's our jewels of the sea. Yo! The problem for me for spaghetti squash is that it's the same species as zucchini and pumpkins. And so they will, they'll interbreed. They'll cross-pollinate. I do love a good spaghetti squash, but I'm perfectly willing to buy that from the store. I could not possibly survive without zucchini. I just wouldn't make it. So I absolutely need my zucchini. So I grow zucchini, and that way they don't cross-pollinate each other. I couldn't do it. It's just too much food. It's too much food. You know, it is fairly bland, which is perfect, because then it soaks up whatever. And I'm loving, you know, all the time, just slice a veggie thin and fry it hot. Batter and fry it, even better. Alright, enjoy. Enjoy. Stars calling, I'll be lurking. Love lurking. Everyone is welcome to lurk as much as they please. But yeah, so lots of different stuff in the garden. Lots of flowers. I have come very much to appreciate just smelling the flowers, growing the flowers. They're beautiful to look at. They're beautiful to smell. Lots of herbs. Lots of different kinds of mint. The critters don't generally get after the mints, so the mints are safe, and I have lots of them. Chocolate mint, spearmint, peppermint, mojito mint. What else? Lemon balm. That too. Most of the other herbs the critters do get, the parsley, the thyme. I haven't had good luck with rosemary for whatever reason. It doesn't make any sense. But I have not. So there's all kinds of stuff that I grow out in the garden, and I would say half of it fails every year, but half of it succeeds, and I'm fine with that. Learn new things all the time. Alright, let's see, what are we doing here? Why do we have 4 regular carp? Let's just keep 1 carp. Oh, we just have extra stuff. We just have all kinds of extra stuff. Alright, let's consolidate and see what we're working with here. There's no reason not to eat the carp. There's so much carp in this lake. There's no reason not to eat them. It is 5:30 p.m. So we're probably going to use all this energy. We've got most of the rest of the night to keep fishing, and we did level up, so we are going to indeed stay out and keep getting more XP. I've got to get my way back down to Willie's one of these days to get more bait. I would say probably first thing in the morning. Whoops. So that I can sell him all my stuff and maybe afford a backpack upgrade. I would really like that backpack upgrade before I get down into the mines. It really helps out. I'm not going to be that concerned with the strawberries this year. I think I might just buy the seeds and not plant them, to be fair, so that I just have them in a chest for when we get our greenhouse done. I mean, or I can go ahead and plant them and harvest them and just save the strawberries until the greenhouse is done. That would work too. That would work too, but that's more watering for me, which I'm not really up for this year. Not up for on this farm. Not going to be watering a field of 300 crops this year. Not doing that again. So we'll get that. We'll get the backpack upgrade. We'll head down in the mines. We'll start building ourselves some machines. Some recycling machines. Some bait makers. Some crab pots. The crab pots aren't a lot of gold. They're not a lot of income. But it is consistent daily income. Had my hand off the mouse for just a minute, and that's when the fish came. They are consistent daily income once you get them in the water. So they're well worth doing, and given the challenge we're doing, I will be having a bunch of crab pots. But not a ton. I don't think I have any concern for trying to fill up the whole farm with crab pots. That would be a whole different thing. That would be a Riverlands farm. And there's another idea. A Riverlands farm crab pot challenge. That's not going to be this one. We'll have enough crab pots to help us out, and to make sure we get all the crab pot fish to fill up the fish ponds with. But I'm not going to be overproducing them as a means of income. They take too much time to harvest and rebait them every day. I'm not sure if I put that in the description. I'll have to check my description of the challenge to make sure I put in. The one rule that I am going to be doing is the ponds must be at maximum population to finish the challenge. I do have to complete all of their fish quests and get each pond up to its max population. It's not going to end just because I've made my last fish pond and put my last fish in it. It has to be all of them at max. Okay, we've gotten a geode. That's our first geode. And we've also gotten our first row. That's cool. It's 10 p.m. I might as well just eat these carp. I'll keep them here. And if I need energy, they're there for me. I'm almost tempted to just fish until we're level 10. Just to 100% certain get the legend. Oh, there's bubbles right in front of me. But I do need to make that cookout kit. That's one thing I absolutely have to do, otherwise we're almost definitely not getting the legend anyway. So, I know I have it up on the wiki. The cookout kit is foraging level 3. That's right. We'll get it. We'll get it. We just need to chop down a few more trees. There we go. Into the bubbles. We just need to chop down a few more trees to get foraging level 3 so that we can make a cookout kit. And then we need to put in the work to get the stuff we need. We have, what do we need? We'll have potatoes, and then we will need oil from Pierre, and I believe the recipe is just, I think the hash browns recipe we get from Gus. On the wiki, the recipe is from Gus, yes. So it's not a big deal. It is just 2 sardines and 1 hash browns, and it's only 5 minutes. So we will want a good three of them at least to make sure that when we have a rainy day, we'll have the dish of the sea on all day long, so that we have a chance at hooking the legend. So I do need to buy that recipe from Gus, and we do need to chop down a few more trees to get foraging level 3 so that we can make ourselves a cookout kit and stockpile some dish o' the sea. Okay, and actually I don't think I want to pass out here. Actually passing out here is fine, but I just want to make sure that I have all my saleable fish in my inventory when I do pass out. I want to keep these largemouth bass for our foray into the mines. Okay. Those can get sold though. And I'm saving all the roe. I have some bait here. I'm saving all the roe. I do want to save the roe stockpile it so that we can build preserve jars. That's going to be one way to accelerate the income. Okay. So that's all of the saleable fish that I really want to sell. I want to keep these. Yep. Alright, cool. Now we can pass out. Now we can comfortably pass out here at 2 a.m. and then sell all this fish to Willie, and hopefully have enough to get our backpack upgrade tomorrow and head into the mines. I do want to chop some trees in the morning to get that fish foraging level 3 to have access to the cookout kit. And the cookout kit is 10 fiber, 3 coal, 15 wood. So we're definitely going to have that. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. We just need access to the recipe is all. So we'll need to chop a few trees. Alright, I haven't noticed the ads come on in a while, and I just haven't really noticed how that's been working. Ad break in progress now. Okay. Okay, so how come that's not showing up on my... How come that's not showing up on my thing here? Alright, well, it is what it is, I guess. I'll figure that out as I go. I was supposed to get alerts to tell me when they were coming, and it just hasn't worked out that way. Twitch has not been very friendly today. It's been a bit of a mess, honestly. Get your stuff together, Twitch. Do we have enough? We have enough for one more cast, but it's 2 o'clock. So we don't have enough time for one more cast. Okay, there's our level 6 fishing. We have access to the bait maker now. We definitely need to head into the mines and get some materials. Alright, so with that, and with what I've got in my inventory to sell to Willie, I should have enough. It's Sunday, so let's have the Queen of Sauce here. Okay. Linus brought us back. That's fine. We do need to water everything. And the cat. I have to remember that we got the cat. And at some point, I have to go in search of Jazz to meet her. It's not an emergency because I'm just stockpiling stuff for once the community center is open. Love you, Pickles. Alright, so actually let's take the amphibian fossil with us, because we're already headed down to the beach anyway. So we can stop by the museum and maybe meet Jazz while we're there. What do we want though? Do we even want to bring our fishing rod with us? I think we do. Because I do want to buy some bait while I'm there if I have extra money. And if the bait is going to take up a space, it might as well be the rod as well. So let's go. To Willie's we go. I guess we're going to be there early, okay? I didn't realize that we walked this quickly at this point, actually. So, what do we got? 70. I might as well just eat that guy right now. I want to be at max energy. See if there's any sea urchins over here. I would gladly throw this clam away if there was a sea urchin. Okay, and it's too bad we're not going to get those. And it's also too bad we're not going to get any of this. I'm going to just give him a clam. Oh, he likes it. If you purchase a high-quality fishing rod, you'll be able to attach bait and tackle to the line. Bait causes fish to bite faster. Tackle can make your job a lot easier when reeling fish in. Welcome back, Whimsy. Welcome back, welcome back. There's all kinds of tackle with different perks. They're usually a little flimsy, so don't be surprised if your tackle breaks after a while. We're just waiting very patiently for Willie to open his shop to sell him all this fish and hope that that's enough. Oh, come on. Hope that that's enough to get a backpack upgrade. All right. And it is way more than enough to get a backpack upgrade. Okay, obviously we can't afford that one yet, the iridium rod, but we'll get that soon enough. So let's get ourselves some bait. We'll get 100, that'll last us a while. And I actually think I want to get one crab pot immediately. Yeah, and then let's get some more bait. Get that crab pot going as soon as possible. Backpack, backpack. I'm a backpack loaded up with things and knickknacks too. The map was always my favorite. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. All right, we got that backpack. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to the museum. I hope they have school today. No, they don't, because I just saw Penny reading. So they don't have school today, so I won't see Jazz here. But I can still donate this. I used to sing to my kids when they were little. I'm not much of a singer. Abysmal. Not a single piece in the entire collection. I still sing along when I've got the Beatles playing. But that's on my own, that's by myself, with no one around to hear. What's this? You found something? Let me see it. Sounding a bit greedy there, Gunther. I would really like to interact with him more. Remarkable. It's very old. I'd love to study this in greater detail. I've got a favor to ask you. Would you consider donating any new artifacts or minerals that you find? I will donate every artifact and mineral that I find. Well, the first one anyway. Oh, and who knows, if you keep donating, I might come across some interesting items to send your way. But I will tell you, I have a dinosaur egg at home that you are not getting. Think about it, will you? Sure. If you decide to donate, just bring the objects to the front desk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it. All right. Hey, I won't complain about 250 gold. That's going to offset the fee that we're going to get charged for passing out in the mines tonight. Oh, we never did craft a scarecrow. We should do that. We should do that. And that darn jazz is still just evading me. So I'll head on up. We'll go to the mines today. I've got that broken trident waiting for me in the chest up here. It's a weird noise outside. I have no idea what that is. And I guess now would be as good a time as any to get the birds involved. Are we ready for the birds? Let me grab my largemouth bass. That's going to be what we're going to eat while we're in the mines. They've quieted down. They've had their fill of misbehaving, and they've quieted down. So I think it's time. Oh, and one of them yells as soon as I say that. But I think it's time. I'm going to go ahead and put up a bird's BRB, and I'm going to hit the bathroom real quick while I'm out there, and I'll be back with the birds in just a couple minutes. All right, we're back. We're back. And Fred and Ginger are here with me. Hey, Fred. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Fred. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Fred. Hey, Ginger. That's what I want to work on. I want to work on the emotes for the birds. I know Shadow offered to make them for me. I don't want her spending energy on that. She's such a sweetheart. She's an absolute gem. But I don't want her spending all of her energy on making emotes for me. Hey birds, hey birds. Alright. Let's get in. She is an absolute gem, isn't she? Alright, let's get into it. Someone was throwing rocks at my tent last night. I just had to wait it out. Is the bird volume okay? Is that okay? Ginger can be a little squeaky. Okay, great. Great. Fred is very mild-mannered, and she can be quite quiet. But Ginger's voice is a bit more grating. Except for when she sings. I will say, Ginger's singing is just top-notch stuff. When she decides to sing Fred to sleep, it is some of the most beautiful thing. Hey birds. Love you, love you. Alright, gameplay and stuff. I get distracted by them, they're so cute. Alright, I was just peering down into this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Still, there's probably good ore down there, but a dark place, undisturbed for so long, I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Here, take this, you might need it. Well, sir, I actually don't. I actually don't need it, because I am a pro fisherman. Name's Marlin, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself, and I might think about making you a member. Alright, let's do it. Yep, because I'm a pro fisherman, I am way beyond that already. Level 1 sword, 2 to 5 damage. A broken trident I fished out of the lake, 15 to 26 damage. See ya. Alright. Oh. But, huge caveat, I'm an idiot. And did not bring the pickaxe. So guess what we're doing for the rest of the day? We're fishing. Might as well put this crab pot in the water. We're fishing. Yes, it's not hard to guess. I forgot to bring the pickaxe to go into the mine. So we are indeed fishing. Let's put the crab pot here. We're going to be here almost every day no matter what anyway. That is such an incredibly chill thing to do. Left the pickaxe at home. See, this is the loud that I was hoping to avoid. Hey. You see some birdies? You see some birdies? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I don't actually see the birdies that you're talking about. I can't see them. Where are they? She's just excited. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't want to have loud noises, you know, in the stream. I honestly don't see what they see. I think you may be right, and it's just that they're excited. But usually when they get very suddenly excited like that, it's because they've seen a bird outside. Okay, well, we didn't get to go mining, but we still got 3 geodes and 6 coal. Oh, there's bubbles up there. There's bubbles up there. We gotta go. We gotta go do the bubbles. Love you, birds. Love you, birds. Hey, Fred. Oop! I missed the fish while I was kissing the birds. And again. Okay, I just need to pay attention. I told you, the birds, they can be very distracting. They're so damn cute. It's hard not to look over at them when they're right next to me like this. Hey, Fred. Hey, Ginger. Hey, birds. So, due to me being chill, I feel the same way with my cats. They're very distracting. They're very distracting. And with the birds, they don't demand, like, the cat can absolutely decide that you are going to pay attention to it, right? Like, the cat decides when. The birds, they don't really get to decide, but it happens anyway that way. You know, they're not jumping on my lap or jumping on the keyboard or anything, but they still demand my attention, and I fall for it every single time. I fall for it every time. Alright, our bubbles are gone. Our bubbles are gone. So we'll just head back down to our normal spot there. And we do have money now, so, you know, things are going well. Things are going well. Just gonna empty out my inventory and start fresh. I guess I don't have to do that anymore. I got that backpack upgrade. So actually let's get all the fish back out of the bin. Now that we've got the backpack upgrade, we shouldn't need that chest here anymore. We can take it back to the farm with us. But it might take 2 days worth of carrying things back with us. So let's start that today. Let's carry things back with us today. And then maybe not tomorrow, but maybe the next day, we can actually take the chest back to the farm. Hey, birds. Hey, birds. Hey, Fred. Hey, Ginger. Oh. That's too much cuteness. Too much cuteness in one little package. It would be nice to get another fishing level today, but I'm just not sure that we're going to get it. We're at that point where we're at the upper side of the experience bar, where it starts to get a bit much between. Hey, and just as I said that, we leveled up. Just as I said that it was unlikely that we would. That is exactly what happened. Hey, what's up? See, that's what I mean. That's the equivalent of the key, the cat jumping on the keyboard. Hey, look at me. Look at me right now. All right, so we're going to go to bed, and I think This might be the first day we go to bed this playthrough. I think we've passed out every single night so far. But tonight, we should get a chance to go to bed. Hey, I'm trying to do this thing. Oh, I'm trying to do this thing, guys. Yeah, so now this is Ginger seeing the birds outside. Fred doesn't really care that much, but Ginger sees the birds outside and she wants to know why they're not talking to her. So she slowly increases her volume, not realizing that it's not making a difference. They're very cute. There will be no day in my life where I don't believe that they're very cute. Alright, so what was that? That was level 7 fishing, I think. Hey yo, iridium ore on day 7 of the game. Yeah, that was level 7 fishing. Yes. Yes, they're all so cute. I can't get enough. Yes, Fred. Yes, Fred. Alright, I mean, we might as well grow the rice. It's not really worth much of anything, but it does water itself. So, it's basically free. Doesn't cost us any energy, so we might as well. I think I've messed that up entirely. I'm not able to get that just yet. There we go. Thankfully, time pauses while fishing. That is one huge thing with Stardew Valley. If time did not pause while fishing, then I would be... it would be much harder to get through a day here. You'd get through a day and only get like 3 fish. Alright, I think I'm just gonna fish my energy out and then we'll walk back to the farm. We'll make a scarecrow, because I keep forgetting to do that. If I have the wood for it. Maybe I shouldn't fish my energy out. It doesn't in Coral Island, I know, and it's like half a day goes by while you're trying to reel in one fish. Alright, let's grab what we can. Things that are going to stack, I guess. One thing to keep in mind is I only have one chest back at the farm. So maybe I shouldn't be bringing all this stuff. I should be bringing the stuff that I can sell first, because that goes in the bin. Right, so these largemouth bass are the ones we're keeping for the mines. That's going to be our main food. So the stuff we're going to sell... There we go. Okay, that's pretty much everything we're going to sell. I would definitely like to stockpile the roe. Alright, so I can bring a few more things. I'm pretty sure I have both of these in the chest already, so they should stack. That should stack. Some of those wouldn't be bad to bring for the mines as well. We're keeping the sardines because that's our... yeah, okay, that's good. I'll leave one space free just to make sure I'm not overloading everything back at the farm. The sardines is our dish of the sea, so we're definitely stockpiling those. And then tomorrow or the next day I can grab the rest of the stuff in there and bring it back to the farm. And we'll need to make, well, there we go. It was worth leaving one spot open. We'll need to make more chests pretty quickly in this game because we are going to, oh, look at Pickles. So cute. Let me sell what I can sell first. I'm going to stockpile the roe for now. In the hopes that I can manage to get to preserve jars before I run out of storage space. Which definitely does not look like it's happening. Yeah, definitely not happening. Okay, but we did, I mean, that's pretty good. Not bad. So I tell you what, I'll just sell this row now. And we'll get around to that another time. I've got a leek here. I think I'll keep it here. I'm pretty sure I have a leek in the other chest. So I'm going to eat this. Oh, we might have enough. We might have enough. I'm going to plant this rice. Oh, right. I have no fresh water on this farm. Where is the fresh water? There's a little pond here somewhere. There it is. There it is. And it has one tillable tile around it. Okay. What about this other pond? There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Like one tillable tile around that whole thing. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. How did I get down here? It's a maze. It's a maze of debris. Alright. I did not need to eat that leek in the end. So we will grab the pickaxe and the watering can. Make sure I have that pickaxe in my inventory so that I don't forget it tomorrow. Alright, love you, bud. Love you, Pickles. Cute little cat. Okay, that's our level 7 fishing. It doesn't really do much for us right at the moment other than the proficiency. We can keep casting without depleting our energy for as long. And we are starting to make money with fishing now. So I think I'll probably save up for, see how that was what we needed to do. We needed to build a scarecrow. So that's fine. We'll build it now. How much wood? 50 wood. So we're going to need to chop down a tree. Round and round in circles we go. Okay. So that how much did I have? 24. That's not enough. That's not enough. And what was the other thing? Coal. So we need to chop down another tree. Alright, there we go. Let's pick all of that up. That one got stuck. That was weird. Okay. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. Little cutie. Alright, so that was our potatoes. And that should be plenty of potatoes. We don't need too many. I think it's 2 potatoes per hash browns and And we only need 1 hash browns per dish of the sea. So we've got plenty of potatoes just from that one harvest. The carrots are so good for the mines. 75 energy for an early game food is insanely good. So let's make some fertilizer so that we have a chance of getting our gold star parsnips. Lots of stuff to do. Lots of stuff to do. I need a little bit more wood. I need a little bit more wood. Is there any wooden debris that I can get? 1, 2, 3. All right. Slowly but surely making our way across here. Okay, so let's make our first scarecrow. That completes a quest for us. And we'll just stick it right in the middle. And then we can put all of this stuff back. I'll do 12 more spots, and then that will probably be it. The hoe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. And we'll just fill it with parsnips. Whenever you just start, whenever I just start a fresh game, it's always surprising at how slow you go. By the time I'm done with a playthrough, I'm so used to just going fast all of the time. What? Oh, it's ready. We've got our couple kale ready there. We are just stockpiling that though. We're going to need more chests soon, so we got to get that other chest back here and maybe chop down a few more trees and build another yet as well. I might as well put 2 more parsnips in there. Every little bit counts. I like the beginning of games like this though. Yes, I'm not complaining. It's just a difference, you know? It's always surprising. I'm used to running around so fast. Everything slows down a little bit. Definitely not complaining. Everything is a bit more deliberate. You know? You have choices to make. What do I want to do today? I only have so much time. I only have so much energy. I can't get that far in an hour. At the end of the game, you do everything every day. At the beginning of the game, you get to kind of say, hey, what is my priority today? And then later, you got to do everything all the time. All right, and we've got cookies from Mom. So that's also good for the mines. Come by the shop and check out the new rods I'm selling. They're the best money can buy, and you can customize them with different kinds of tackle. So that's our iridium rod. It's going to be, I think it's either 7,000 or 7,500 gold. We'll keep the cookies. We'll eat those. We'll drop off our watering can and grab that broken trident from our other chest. We really are going to need another chest. I might just stop by Robin's and buy 50 more wood. Quite honestly. I think I am. I think I'm going to stop by here and buy 50 wood for a chest, because the storage situation is very quickly getting out of control. Very quickly getting out of control. Ah, beautiful trash. And we left our... We can't rebait it because I left my fishing rod back at the farm, which has the bait in it. Just more chill stuff. Just more chill stuff. Oh, a leek is good too. A leek is good too. We'll eat that down there as well. All right, now we are ready. Now we are ready to go into the mines. This is the thing, is at the beginning of the game it conditions you to just hit every rock. And as you get down, as the game continues, that becomes a much worse strategy. Just like the game conditions you to hoard absolutely everything at the start. No, I do want that copper. We do need to be going after all the copper. That broken trident really put it to him. Alright. You know what? I'm cool. I'm cool with just going down there. I do want to get to level 5 pretty quickly. Okay, let's eat the cookies first. They're very good. And then we'll release this slime. Whoop. What happens? I've never used a dagger before. I didn't even know what the special move is. Okay, but it looks like it puts out a lot of damage, basically. Oh, I missed. Oh, he's stuck. Oh, it does put out a lot of damage. And it regenerates very quickly. Well, that's actually kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I kind of appreciate that. Ooh, nice. I mean, it's only 240. Maybe we can get to level 10. What we really want is to get to level 20. I doubt that's happening today. But passing out in the mines is perfectly acceptable today. I'm kind of liking this dagger play. I've never used a dagger before. Kind of liking it. Alright, the leek goes down the gullet. I know we're going to use the quartz for some quality sprinklers, but in this run through, I don't know that we're going to use the quartz for much else. Oh, actually, that's one thing. The quartz, I know for one of the fish. I can't remember which it is. It's one of their quests. They'll ask you for more quartz. Alright, I guess I'll eat one carrot. I'll eat the cave carrots, actually. That's wonderful. Cave carrots are free. Whoop. Yeah, all that fishing really paid off with that broken trident. That's really cool. Okay, another cave carrot. I'm not sure that I want to do much more than get to level 10 here right now. There we go. Our first footwear. We get to cover our feet finally. We've been walking around barefoot all this time, although it doesn't show us walking around barefoot. Alright, so let's blow up the dwarf's door here. And just have a chat with this little guy. I don't think it does anything right now. I don't think that actually does anything at all. But I don't think you can gain friendship with him until after you get the dwarf scrolls and you can talk to him. Alright, let's see how much stuff we can take back with us. Yes, we can make a chest, so we definitely need that. And I'll just take the fish, and that's it. Okay, so tomorrow we can hopefully bring that chest back with us. Let's just chat with these folks on the way by here. Hey Demetrius, what's up? Maru helps me out in the lab sometimes. She's a good kid. Have I told you that I built our house from the ground up? Well, that is quite an accomplishment. It's definitely been the highlight of my career so far. I would say so. Look at that thing. She built that with her bare hands. That's wonderful. Hey birds, they're sleepy now. They've had their activity, and now they're having their naps. Hey Pickles. Jeez, this dagger. Okay, I need to not be carrying that around like that. Alright, let's make the chest. What? No. Okay. Alright, let's make the chest and put it there. And this will be the fishing chest where we start saving up all of the fishy things that we need. Okay, let's get out any other fishy things. Is that it? Okay, that's it for the fishy things. And when we bring back the other chest, they are sweet babies. Can you hear that? It's so quiet. Hold on. I think it's too quiet for the microphone to pick up. But Fred is tweeting in her sleep, and it is just the cutest. Alright, is there anything else fishing related? Yes, the coral. It is adorable. She closes her eyes and she goes to sleep, and then these tiny little noises start coming out. It's almost like her version of snoring, I think. And it's so cute. Alright, so we've got our cave carrots now. That is fantastic. And we've got 2 chests. This one is already full. We definitely need to bring back that third one. And then we'll be well on our way to really getting things rolling here. We've got enough. Let's make a furnace. We've got enough to make a furnace. So let's do that. And we'll get stuff started in that. Requires 1 coal. Of course, I didn't pick it up. And we have... Hey, Shy. Hey, Shy. Dancing. Here, maybe we can hear this. Every time I try to put the microphone over there, they stop. Fred and Ginger have had their activities, and they're napping now. I brought them out by me. I don't remember when you faded out. I took a break and brought the birds in for the end of the stream, and they had a good few minutes of very loud activity. And now they're sleeping. They're taking their naps. But every time I try to put the mic over there to catch their sleep tweeting, they sing in their sleep. And it is the cutest thing. It is so quiet and gentle. I think of it almost like snoring because they're completely asleep. But every time I try to put the microphone over there, they stop because they sense that something strange is coming their way. So one of these days, I will get that on the microphone for you guys to hear. It's the cutest little thing. All right, so maybe we chop down some trees here. Maybe we chop down some trees and just kind of, we'll eat a cave carrot. We'll work out some energy here before bed. Do some clearing. And then I'm going to wrap this one up. And if you guys are amenable to it, today has already been a lot, but I will try to, if there's anyone on, I will try to raid us out of here. I have yet to do that, and I would like to figure it out, but all of the streamers that I like to listen to, by their very nature, are not streaming while I am streaming. If they were, then I would never watch them, right? Because I'm already online. So no one is ever really there when I'm ready to leave, as well as me not having viewers to raid out with. So I'd like to at least give it a shot and see how it goes. So we raid a new person. My worry here is I don't want to be sending us into someone that's just wild and, you know. Is that Nessie's raid? That looks like Nessie's raid. So let's try that. I'm gonna head to bed here. Yes, Nessie is the sweetest bean of all. Was I not right though? I mean, when she calls you sweet bean, just something happens inside. You know? She calls you sweet bean and there's just this little light that turns on in your heart. And it's so wonderful. Love her. All right. Thank you, Whimsy. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your friendship. I appreciate it. I really do. We got our level 1 mining. I was hoping to get our level 1 combat. All right. So here's our little ImPondsible farm. I'll try to remember to take a screenshot every single day at the end of the stream to memorialize our progress. And then I'm just gonna alt tab out to the Twitch interface, and we'll see. Where's the thing? Where'd the thing go? See, my settings, I spent so much time yesterday working on my settings, and then it's like I logged in this morning and they're all changed again. I had the whole raid interface thing right there, and now it's not there anymore. Oh my goodness gracious. Edit Stream Manager panels. Okay, quick actions. Quick actions. Right, where is it? Where did it go? Okay. Okay, there it is. Ooh, okay, save. Whoa, that was horrible. I'll try to fix that later. 10 out of 10. Thank you for the generous review. Let's hit the raid channel button. And obviously no one I'm following. Okay, Tally is on. It's Tally Plays. She's pretty popular. She's playing Disney Dreamlight Valley right now. Let's try that. Let's try that. Oh, you know what? I think I've tried before. I think she has raids turned off unless she's following me, which I can guarantee you she's not. But let's click it and see what happens. Let's click it and see what happens. Okay, so let's do something in our chat, right? Isn't that what people do? Let's put something in our chat. Whimsy, could you give us something to copy maybe? Make sure it's with my emotes, or I'll do it. My computer is being a bear to deal with right now. Or to be fair, I think it's just... I don't think it's my computer. I think it's Twitch. I think Twitch is just being a jerk today. Okay, so it needs to be... I got it. Stop showing me that stuff. Okay. I want it to be my stuff. Oh, they haven't approved my acorns yet. They haven't approved my acorns yet. So let's do that. Okay. No, not that. Yeah, I think it's just Twitch is being a bear. Okay. Alright, so let's do that. And then we can copy that. Okay, now I hit the raid button, hit the following button, hit tally. Hit start raid, right? She has no idea we're coming. She doesn't even know who I am. So, has everyone copied the chat? Let's see what happens. Yeah, we can't raid her. I think she has to be following me. Okay, so let's just find a channel, right? Is that how that works? Bear with me. Be patient. Be patient. Same category. Let's see. I mean, let's just see. Here's one that's cozy, lurker-friendly, palea, anonymous follows, Panther Gal 2018, farming era married the nurse. Can I finally get a discount? Let's try. Let's see. Okay, we ready? Woo woo, let's go. Start raid. We are unable to raid Panther Gal 2018 at this time. All right. Da 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 da. I think people have their like block raids from, you know, or only allow raids from kind of thing on. I don't even, you know, I don't have people that stream at the same time as me because why would I have been watching people while I'm streaming? I don't know how that works. Oh, Here we go. Help, I'm so addicted to this damn game. It's Lorelei. English Stardew Valley, Stardew Cozy. That sounds like the one. That's okay. Start raid. We are unable to raid its Lorelei at this time. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just wrap it up. And we'll figure that stuff out on a different day, I guess. I'm gonna have to ask for help. We did. We tried. We tried so hard. So thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for keeping with me company. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you. And have a great day.